Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo's recent statements regarding Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa have evoked a range of reactions on social media. Online judges have expressed mixed feelings about their governor's visit to Nnamdi Kanu. Some commend the governor's initiative, viewing it as a step toward peace in the southeast. Others remain skeptical, questioning the sincerity and potential impact of the meeting, suggesting that Soludo knows the appropriate steps to take if he is genuinely serious. As the discussion continues, many netizens also argue that Motsi Nnamdi Kanu is the initiator of the issues going on in the southeast region, while others stated that Nnamdi Kanu should not be held responsible for the actions of Biafran agitators, indicating a distinction between Kanu's leadership and the activities of his followers. My friends, what do you think? What are your thoughts? These developments have sparked extensive discussions online, with individuals sharing diverse opinions on the implications for the Southeast region's security and political landscape. For a more comprehensive understanding, you may watch the following video of the governor's statements.
Hello my bessies, welcome to this channel. It's your girl Susu here. If you are not subscribed yet, please do well to subscribe, support this channel, like this video, comment and share. Thank you.
I have been at the forefront of the call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I'm part of the reason why I fervently call for his release and even requested that worst case scenario that I was even prepared to keep him here at the government house. Give him to me, I will keep him here, and whenever he is required, I present him. And part of my logic was that we really need to sit down, even with him, to interrogate this whole agitation, because an idea not examined is not worth it. That we really need to have a conversation even with him, but that's a separate conversation on itself. But then come down to the people saying that under the separate Nnamdi Kanu himself, both Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, the organization that he led and still leads, they have made several statements, issued countless releases, dissociating themselves from the sit at home, from the kidnap for ransom, from the criminality that is ongoing. The truth of the matter is that criminals have now emerged, hordes of them, organized, still using the name. So I'm not quite even sure if he comes out and says, oh, stop, whether they would, because they have tested blood and they will probably not stop hunting. They have tested what it means. They go for kidnapping and they're making millions. And so they discover that. Imagine someone who was driving an Okada rider, and they recruit him and he goes into the bush. All his life driving Okada, he has never been able to hold 100,000 naira intact at once. And now he goes into the bush and joins one gang, and they do a successful kidnap for ransom and they collect millions. He gets $1 million or $2 million. Tomorrow you want him to if tomorrow you come out, in fact the person who tells him to stop is the enemy. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the matter is a lot more complicated now. It's taking a life of its own. Criminality has taken a life of its own. It's lucrative business now. All of them talking about agitation, and so on. It's just using that as a cover to gain, and this is the point I made a moment ago, to get the acquiescence or the sympathy of the ordinary person who is not informed. Because they present themselves as the liberators. Liberators, you are liberating, you are staying in the bush. How do you feed? How do you feed from month to month, from year to year? They are just criminals. And then they add to it idolatry. Every camp, everywhere they are, the very first thing they put there is a massive shrine. It's a massive shrine. In a state that is supposedly 98% Christian, you now have the resurgence of these shrines all over. Is, you know, building shrines all over the place part of the agitation? No. It's part of the agitation, you know, arming everybody with amulets and everywhere, all their body, and they go out shooting ordinary people. Is it part of the agitation? It's part of the agitation, and the question must be asked. If anybody says, claims that part of why he's doing that is for agitation, when you finish killing the people you're agitating for, whom are you going to govern? Or if you turn the homeland to be desolate and everybody runs away from the homeland, how? So we must separate the two things clearly, and in my mind I have a clear separation of the two, because Nnamdi Kanu himself has made a statement. I visited him in detention and he said the same thing to me. So I'm not quoting anybody, I'm saying he told me he doesn't support the sit at home and doesn't support the criminality that is going on by these people. And they have come out time and time again, dissociated themselves from that. There was one and in Finland spewing all manner of hate and inciting people to get onto this. IPOB has also dissociated itself from that one as well, and his autopilot. And now, but you see, these guys are, I'm sure there will be maybe another 10 or 15 such other groups making money. It's what it is, lucrative criminality. Lucrative criminality. It has nothing to do with any agitation or liberating anybody from anything. They're just searching for their pockets, period. And we must get them out of our land.